Sing, O goddess, of the rage of the son of Peleus, Achilles. This is the opening line of Book 1 of Homer's Iliad. And it's quite interesting because Book 1 doesn't really sort of set the scene or talk about the overall Trojan War or Troy, or it doesn't really say anything about Helen, doesn't really say anything about Menelaus or why everyone's here. What it does do, though, is that it talks about rage, and rage between two men, two key characters in the plot. On the one hand, we've got Agamemnon, who is lord of the Greeks and commander of this massive assembled invasion force that had come to lay siege to Troy. And the other is Achilles, the greatest warrior and arguably the greatest killing machine of his time. So, what does this rage consist of, and where does it arise from? Well, a bit like Helen and Menelaus and Paris, it's also about possession of a woman, or in fact, two women. Essentially, Greek raiding parties had taken prizes, and Agamemnon's prize, Chryseis' father, was a priest, and he comes to the Greek camp and he begs Agamemnon to release her. Now, Agamemnon is not having any of this and dismisses him with contempt, as a result of which Chryseis' father prays to Apollo, and Apollo listens, and Apollo sends down plague upon the Greek camp for the next 10 days. The Greeks are absolutely terrified. They just don't know what to do. So they convene a camp, they convene discussions, and eventually Agamemnon is persuaded to hand Chryseis back. But there's a catch. In return for that, he takes from Achilles his prize, and his prize, Chryseis, is handed over to Agamemnon. Achilles is absolutely furious, so furious that he essentially goes off into a sulk, retires from the field, and he doesn't appear again in the book for the next 18 chapters. It's perhaps the biggest sulk in the entire history of literature. And what's more is that Achilles summons his mother, Thetis, from the sea, and gives her instructions to go to Mount Olympus and seek revenge over Agamemnon. So Thetis goes off with the instructions from Achilles and pleads with Zeus. And that pleading is terrifying for the Greeks because it's very simple. Achilles wants the Trojans to win.